Wheaton College dominant all throughout the course of conference play. 16-1 record in the NEWMAC. That is the best conference record in program history, but right now they find themselves in a tie game. Tied up at the top of the ninth inning, 5-5. MIT has a record of 9-4 this season in games decided by 2 runs or fewer, and they are in this one right now in the tie game. Engineers were there at bats. Called strike one, delivered by Zach Nichols in the mound to Reed Tubbs, the batter. This is the number 9, 1 and 2 batters due up. Reed Tubbs, Tyler Godfrey, and Teddy Schoenfeld for MIT. Pop fly by Tubbs. Goes back. And that'll be ruled foul. The count now 0-2. In games decided by 1 runner this season, Wheaton has a record of 5-0 in games decided by 1 run. Been able to squeak out those close games as well in games decided by 2 runs or fewer. Wheaton has a record of 8-1. Only loss came against Coast Guard. That was the only conference loss as well, 8-6 back on April the 18th. The pitch missing down. The count goes 1-2 to Reed Tubbs, the batter. 1-2. Tubbs sends it back, foul to stay alive. MIT able to provide 8 total hits in this game. That is doubling Wheaton's hits with 4. Wheaton's only tallied in 1 hit after the bottom of the first inning. Nick Croto, the only multi-hit player today, had the last hit for the Lions. He is 2 for 4 batting. Everybody else with 1 hit or 0 for Wheaton, just 4 total as a team. Nichols with a pitch. Check, did he go? Yes, he did. Roll the home plate umpire. Strike 3 as Reed Tubbs strikes out. The first out recorded this inning. Flashback to the bottom of the 8th inning. What a way to get yourself out of a jam for Zach Nichols as he recorded the strikeout and then the pickoff back at first base. First pitch here missing down to Tyler Godfrey, the leadoff batter. Godfrey today 0 for 4 in today's game. He struck out once. Nichols with a 1-0 pitch. Zips it into the zone. Called strike 1 to Godfrey. MIT having 2 road trips this season. Out of the region against teams from North Carolina and Pennsylvania. Called strike 2 to Godfrey. MIT opened up the season on the road at Methodist University out in Fayetteville, North Carolina to start off the season. That is a called strike 3. What a way to battle back for the D3Baseball.com selection of the week twice this season. On the mound in relief by Zach Nichols, having a phenomenal season. He ranks top 10 in the conference in total strikeouts this season as a relief pitcher. 38 strikeouts to just 9 walks entering today. And Nichols finding himself into the groove right now. First pitch taken for ball 1. This is Teddy Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld, number 2 in the conference in total stolen bases. Called strike 1 to Schoenfeld. This will be a big out for Nichols to close out the inning. Schoenfeld, the top batting average this season, or the top on base percentage, and hit leader for the team this season. Ground ball off to Marr. Throws the first. Records the outs. 3 up, 3 down in the order for Zach Nichols on the mound. 5-5 as Wheaton will see if they can get their bats going. At the bottom of the 9th inning coming up. The Wheaton College Lions. A record of 5-0 in games decided by 1 run. It will come down to this coming up in just a couple moments on the NEWMAC Sports Network. Wheaton trying to see if they can break through and play tomorrow in a mid-afternoon game, and MIT looking to hold them to force extra innings. NEWMAC tournament, day number 2 of action, coming down to the bottom of the 9th inning, coming up in a tie game here, 5-5, as we'll be back coming up on the NEWMAC Sports Network. Bottom of the 9th inning at Seidel Stadium. NEWMAC Conference tournament where the stakes are high. MIT record of just 15-19. They've played the top 10 toughest schedule in the nation this season against 11 ranked opponents. Wheaton 16-1, dominated the conference. Highest winning percentage in conference program history. Robert Wheaton in the batter takes ball number 1. On the mound is Ethan Siegel for MIT. 1-0 pitch to Wheaton. Missing outside, the count goes 2-0. Wheaton, a senior catcher from Brentwood, New Hampshire. 3 home runs this season. He blasted 2 home runs with 5 RBIs in the season opener against Nichols. 2-0 pitch by Siegel. Breaking ball, called strike 1 to Wheaton. Wheaton tied his career high, which he had 5 RBIs to open up the season against Nichols. Also had 5 RBIs in game number 2 against MIT in the doubleheader back on April the 15th. Pop fly right side goes foul. Count goes 2-2. Wheaton came into today's action outscoring MIT 39-14 in the 3 regular season games. Breaking ball missing just above the letters. The count goes full. Though this one's different. MIT, after surrendering 5 at the bottom of the first, MIT tied it up at the top of the 8th with 4 additional runs. And here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Siegel strikes out Wheaton, the leadoff batter of the inning. This will bring up now Nick Giangregorio, the first-year designated hitter from Belmont, Massachusetts. He went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs against Western New England University back on April the 16th. It's the first pitch he takes for ball 1. Over 20% of his at-bats have resulted in a home run entering the conference tournament. 5 home runs to 24 at-bats entering today's game. Swing and a miss, strike 1 over the top of it. The count goes 1-1. 0 for 2 today by Giangregorio. Siegel with a 1-1. In the zone, called strike 2 to Giangregorio. The 1-2. Missing high, and the count now goes 2-2. Siegel with a 2-2. Called strike 3. Struck out looking as Ethan Siegel rings up the backwards K on Giangregorio, and now 2 outs for MIT's defense. 3rd strikeout and 1 inning pitch total now by Ethan Siegel on the mound. MIT has struck out 11 total Wheaton batters today. First pitch, a swing and a miss by Timmy Wagner, the batter. So far, Timmy Wagner has been the player of the game offensively. With that 1 hit on a double, he roped all the way to the left field fence, scored 2. And a 2 RBI double. This pitch missing down in the dirt. The count now 1-1. Timmy Wagner playing first base today, getting the start for the sophomore from Hingham, Massachusetts. Siegel, 1-1 pitch to Wagner. Swing and fouled it off. Count goes 1-2. 11 total strikeouts by MIT's pitchers combined in this game. 1-2 pitch. Missing inside. The count goes 2-2 to Timmy Wagner, the batter. MIT entered today top of the conference, averaging 9.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. That ranks 10th in the nation. 2-2. Missing in the dirt and the breaking ball. The count goes full. Biggest pitch of the game coming up here. Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th inning. Siegel with a 3-2. Pop fly, right side, hangs up in the air. And it's caught as we're going to extra innings. Kyle Sinandres records the putouts. And we need extras to wrap up this game today. 5-5 as we close out through 9 innings so far in today's action in the NEWMAC Conference Tournament. MIT with 8 total hits, Wheaton with 4. The Lions just unable to get the bats going throughout the course of this matchup. MIT coming up with their at-bats as we're going to extra innings coming up. And it will be Kyle Sinandres, the one who recorded the out at second base, will lead off the inning for MIT. 3, 4, 5 batters due up at the top of 10 for MIT as we'll be back in a couple moments on the NEWMAC Sports Network.